What's up, guys? Coach Matt and YouGoProBaseball.com, and today we're talking about the 7 big hitting mistakes that you must avoid. And if you do so, you're gonna have a better swing, and I'm gonna show you exactly what they are in this video, so make sure you're not doing any of these 7 things. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to Big League Grips. Big League Grips is a bat grip training aid for all ages. When you place it on your bat, it teaches proper grip and proper palm up, palm down hand placement throughout the swing. Training with these grips increases bat control, optimizes bat speed, and maximizes your success at the plate. Check them out at bigleaguegrips.com. Number 1, the first big hitting mistake that I see in a lot of hitters is they're standing way too tall, right? They get up here and they're just very vertical in their stance, right? They're too tall, they're not athletic. What we want to be is in a good, nice, athletic stance, and we want to set a spine angle. We want to set a body angle. We want to take our chest over our toes for a couple reasons. One, because it puts us in a more athletic position, right? Now our weight is on our toes, and also it sets an angle, a spine angle for us to swing around, right? If we're standing very vertical, we're either going to be swinging down or swinging level and getting long. We don't want that. We want to get on plane. We want to have a good swing plane. We want to be on the plane of the pitch for a long time. We want to get our barrel on the plane, stay on it, off it. Because if we do that, we're going to have more room for error in our timing when we set that spine angle or body angle. One drill that you could do to work on that is get your PVC pipe, put it across your chest, get set up, and all we're going to do is feel our turns when we're going through our swing. So it looks a little something like this. We're going to see our shoulder angle as we get there and try to turn all the way through. Set that spine angle, turn it, and feel it. Second biggest hitting mistake is the guys who are opening up and stepping out with the lower half, right? They either start their swing this way or they're really aggressive here, and the front side on the lower half is flying open. And there's 2 guys who typically do this: the guy who's afraid of the ball and the guy who's trying to create energy to pull the bat through, right? He's creating space so he can yank this bat through. And obviously neither one of those are good. They're both big hitting mistakes. So what we want to do for the guy who's afraid of the ball is we want to progress him slowly, right? We want to make him more confident. So we're going to do a lot more tee work with him. We're going to do some stuff with the Line Drive Pro. We're going to do some stuff with the swing rail. So we're going to do some stuff that don't really involve moving balls just yet. We're going to build their confidence up, get their swing and their fundamentals feeling good, and them stepping straight consistently. Once we do that, then we can introduce maybe some front toss, nice and light. Then we'll back it up to live BP, live pitching, and get him in the game. So we need a little bit of time for the guy who's afraid of the ball. For the guy who's opening up their lower half to create space and pull the bat through, a great drill is to attach the J-bands to the barrel of your bat right here. And all you're going to do is have it straight behind you, connected to the fence, and you're really going to work on getting to your contact point, and you're going to have to stay closed and feel strong getting there, because if you go to fly open with your front side on the lower half, you're really going to feel it, and you have to get strong and be strong and stay inside when you're doing this drill. It's going to help you get stronger through your swing. The third big hitting mistake that I see all the time is guys having bat drag, where this elbow kind of comes in early, the hands are following behind, and you're kind of pulling the bat through. Usually guys are a little bit weaker when they're doing this, so you want to work on your strength, you want to work on your mobility, and you could also use the Line Drive Pro. Jacob Cruz, MLB hitting coach, invented that product, but he also talks about when you're using it, it helps with guys who dump the barrel. And guys who dump the barrel, typically that elbow comes in and they're swinging from behind. That Line Drive Pro is going to shoot weak off to the opposite field side.
Some young hitters are going to dump the barrel behind them. It's going to fall behind them. The ball is going to fly to the open side. For me to fire a ball back up the middle, I know my barrel's long through the hitting zone. All right, this is what it looks like.
So it's a great way to tell, and it gives you that instant feedback whether you're doing it right or wrong, and it can help fix your bat drag when you practice using it. The fourth big hitting mistake that I see in a lot of hitters is the rollover, right? Everyone knows what the rollover is. It's when our hands get out and away from our body, and then we roll over at contact. We get a little bit of a bubble in our swing. We hit the top of the baseball out in front, which usually causes a weak ground ball to our pull side. Obviously, we don't want this. We want hard line drives, right? So in order to fix the rollover, there's many different things that you can do. Many different things you can do. In fact, I shot a nice video that shows you exactly how to fix the rollover. Everything that you need to know to eliminate it once and for all. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll leave a link up here. Go watch it now. Big hitting mistake number 5 is flying open With the upper body, we talked about the lower body. Now we're talking about this front shoulder and this head. Guys who fly open this way in their swing. Obviously, that's no bueno. We don't want that in the swing, right? We want to stay closed a little bit longer, stay on the ball, head on the ball, swinging through it. We all know this. How can we work on fixing it if we got a guy who pulls out with their head and their front shoulder? What we can do, there's two drills that I really like to do. One is the catch and crush drill, where we have a partner over here, and then we're hitting the balls with our backhand, our top hand, and we're catching the balls from our partner right over top of the tee ball. And then we're gonna hit this ball with our top hand while keeping our front arm closed. If our front arm flies open at all and our hand goes like this, we know that we're pulling out too much. We really wanna over-exaggerate on this drill on staying closed. The second drill that I like to do for this is the Barry Larkin drill. The Barry Larkin drill, we're gonna set up a tee on the outside part of the plate, low and outside, and then we're gonna have a partner doing front toss to us. A partner's gonna throw front toss balls inside. Right here, we're gonna take swings on those inside balls, hitting good line drives up the middle. Every once in a while, that front tosser is gonna go to throw the ball, and he's not gonna throw the ball. We only get one stride, so we stride on that pitch, and then we take our hands, throw it to the outside pitch, and shoot a line drive into opposite field. That's gonna help us from turning and flying open, especially hitting those inside pitches, middle slightly opposite, and then when he doesn't throw, we have to stay closed and drive that ball to the opposite field if we want to hit it. I call it the Barry Larkin drill because I stole it from Barry Larkin when I saw him training D. Gordon, Ricky Weeks, and guys over at Course Speed and Agility in Orlando, Florida. Number 6, we got the lunger. We got the guy who gets forward and he's real soft on his front side and he's hitting everything out in front. Obviously, we don't want that. We want to hit against a strong front side. If we have a strong front side, that's going to help put on the brakes, and it's going to help transfer our energy through our kinetic chain. It's also going to help our hips turn, right? This is pushing our hips back, helps get that backside through. So hitting against a strong front side is very, very important. We don't want to be too soft here. We don't want to be too soft here, right? So what we want to do, there's two drills that we can do. We can do the Flamingo drill, where we're working on getting into our front leg, hitting, and then staying behind it. That's a great drill. The other drill that we can do is the knee to the ball drill. You can put a ball back down here, probably 10 inches, 12 inches high, and then all you're doing is trying to drive your back knee down to that ball. Because what I see, guys who lunge forward, they typically push that back leg going forward, and it pushes their upper body forward this way. So if you're kind of corkscrewing and pushing yourself forward, one way to fix that is to be driving that back knee down and in so we can stay strong, stay balanced, under control, and have good swings on the ball. Number 7, last but not least, is dropping the hands, right? That's a big hitting mistake, obviously, but we got to know the difference between dropping the hands and a hitch, because a hitch is not necessarily bad, right? We see great hitters who drop the hands, but then they get back up, right? I've seen great hitters who drop the hands almost to their waist and then get back up, and they're in a good hitting spot to be loaded, right? So we got to know the difference between dropping the hands and staying there and swinging from here versus hitching and being in a good spot when we get to a swing position, right? Two totally different things. A hitch is okay. So be sure that your player's not doing a hitch and they're actually in a good spot, and then you try to go fixing things and messing it up, right? Make sure they're actually dropping their hands and they're staying low and they're swinging down from their waist, okay? If they're doing that, that is no good, obviously. What we want to do to fix that is two things. Check the weight of your bat, right? Make sure you're swinging the right weight and length bat, because if you're swinging something too heavy, you might be getting off plane of the ball. If you're swinging something too light, same thing. Make sure you're swinging the right weight and length bat for you. Also, we can do a drill called the strike line drill. All you could do is take a marker and draw a line on your ball that you're trying to hit, right? So you draw a line straight across here, and then you're just going to put that ball tilted on your tee, and all you're trying to do is hit that strike line with your bat, and that's going to force you to keep your hands above the ball when you're making contact. So that's another great drill for guys who like to drop the hands or have the barrel above the hands at their contact point. I hope you guys liked that video. Let me know if you did. We're giving away a Big League Grips down in the comments below. All you got to do is let me know what you're going to do to work on your timing and how Big League Grips would help you with your swinging. Leave a comment down below, and one random comment will be chosen. I'll ship it straight to you, and good luck. I'll talk to you down in the comment section.